What's up? I'm Noelle at Noelle's Notions, and this is Staying by the Flame with Banga.
Scar like.
All right, so Banga, I'm just going to dive right into it. You just had an album release, right? Glowed Up on April 6th, you guys. If you have not heard that sound, you need to go on right now. It's available on what? YouTube, Spotify?
So every musical outlet in the world.
Every musical outlet in the world, right? So there's no excuse why you haven't showed up and actually listened to Shoei's new album drop. And I do want to talk a little bit about the name. Mm-hmm. So Glowed Up, kind of like, a term for basically like coming of age. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like this new album exemplifies that? Like basically, you as coming of age as an artist?
Well, it's actually The Glow Up.
Oh, okay.
And, I do have a song on there called Glowed Up.
Okay.
But it was just like a figure of speech. Just like, I just felt like, everything I do, I don't go backwards, what I'm saying? I just keep excelling and I keep getting better. The more repetition you put into something, what I'm saying? If you're putting enough work, you're going to get better at it. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about trying to elevate and keep elevating my sound and keep growing as an artist, really. Yeah.
And so how do you think you have grown as an artist? I mean, going back on your Spotify, for example, you have an album that was released in 2013, now all the way to 2018. Here we are. Mm-hmm. What do you think has been like, I guess, a pivotal moment in your career that's made you kind of grow to the artist that you are today?
I think I just got better, like far as just like my approach and my sound and my voice. Like I got very comfortable with it. And I just feel like I got better. I've grown. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the same artist as I was then.
Yeah.
But I still think I was dope back then. But at the same time, I just feel like, the more like when you in the gym and you shooting and you playing basketball repetitively, back to back. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get better. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's the whole purpose of everything that I'm trying to do. I'm trying to keep getting better, make better songs, make hit records. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of it. You're not doing it for that. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Well, and on one of your songs you had talked about basically like these other rappers need to be getting awards for their acting. That basically like a lot of these other artists, they're putting out stuff that really they're not really, it's like an act. Like they're not really like preaching what they're singing or even acting on like what they're saying they're doing. So where does that like come from, reference from? Is that maybe some other artists you've just seen like in the music scene?
It's just me coming from the streets and coming from shit like that's really real. Mm-hmm. And like, like actually coming up in a neighborhood and in a city where it's really real, like every day. Mm-hmm. So it's like when I see, rappers like over exaggerate and kill 80 niggas on the track, like, what I'm saying? It's dope in a sense, what I'm saying? I'd rather they take it out in the studio than actually go on the streets and shoot people, but it's just like, be yourself at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Because I got niggas facing 30 to life, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have no other choice, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I could glorify that. I could be, you know what I'm saying? The Banga shit didn't come from me dancing or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit real. But, I just chose another path, you know what I'm saying? Not be myself. I always been the fly dude. Always been the dude in the parties, you know what I'm saying? Always been the dude with the bitches. So, I mean, that's me, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of people, like, don't be themselves.
Yeah. So is that what you'd say some of your main advice is for some of these like, younger hip hop, R&B, or just like musicians in general trying to come up into the scene, like just to be themselves and kind of produce music?
Because it's like, I see like 14, 15-year-old kids, like their first song, they're talking about shooting somebody or having a gun. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's not hella tight. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's hella cool about that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not hella tight to me. Like, that's not appealing. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Maybe you talking about getting some money or something, fucking with a girl or something. That's tight. You know what I'm saying? But, like, what are you 14 with a gun for? Like, if you're not, like, in a war zone where you feel me? Like, I was going to a school where it was all different type of neighborhoods from San Francisco. You know what I'm saying? Going to the same school. Mm-hmm. So it could be 10 kids from over here, this neighborhood, 10 kids from over here, this neighborhood, 50 kids from over here, this neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So then it's different. Like, you feel me? Like, I had to go to school with a gun. Yeah. You feel me? Because, like, shit, I never knew what was going to happen. But I don't rap about that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, for what? That really was my life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got to glorify it. Like, if you know, you know. If you don't, then it is what it is.
Yeah. So. Well, and let's talk a little bit about kind of like your upbringing. Like, how much do you think that experience and that you know, having to protect yourself so early on and be responsible for yourself and kind of make your own early on, set the scene for now how you're, you know, doing everything by yourself, or not by yourself. Obviously you have like, you know, your crew and stuff, but doing stuff by yourself, like you're your motivating factor. Like you're the one who has to kind of push yourself because no one else is gonna.
Exactly. You just got to be a solo soldier. Like even sometimes I go to shows by myself.
Yeah.
I'm not in fear of nothing. What am I scared of? You know what I'm saying? What you nigga trying to take my chain and shit. We're gonna war it out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, like I don't fear, you know what I'm saying? I fear God at the end of the day. I'm not scared of another man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like some people run with a pack of people because they be scared. You know what I'm saying? They can't hold it down themselves. You know what I'm saying? Me, I can go somewhere by myself.
Yeah. Well, we definitely know that you can fly solo and, you know, be golden at it. But I also know that you do keep a lot of good people around you, especially just off this last album. I mean, you had features from I Am Sue, Pilo, Sage the Gemini. I mean, the list goes on and on. How did you kind of get connected with those guys and start making music?
Well, I mean, I started rapping with Sue and Pilo in high school. We all went to the same high school. When I left San Francisco, I ended up going to school in Pinot my junior year. And that's where I met Sue with Pilo. And we formed a group. We was a group called the Go Getters, and we had music out on MySpace and stuff like that. And after that, everybody just kept pursuing, you know what I'm saying, their careers. They created the HBK gang shit. Yeah. That shit took off. You know what I'm saying? We just kept going with it.
Yeah. And I know you even have releases with like E40, a ton of other guys too, who are like big names. Now that you know, are also putting out music that is making splashes and making waves, where do you see your future collaborations going? Like who else do you see like being on some of your new tracks?
Shit, I want to reach for the stars.
Yeah.
Going for the Drakes, the Meek Mills,
Yeah, which speaking of which, he's free today.
Exactly. Free Meek, man. Yeah. Real nigga. I talked to him too at the Summer Jam. In Bay Area last year. He's a cool dude. Just like I fuck with all young niggas from the streets, you know, pushing their lines. So got mad respect for him. He hella cool. I thought he was gonna be hella like different. Yeah. But he was cool as fuck. It was dope. But shit, hella people I wanna work with everybody, honestly. That's working. That's dope.
Yeah. Anyone that's putting in that grind and those hours, right?
I fuck with A Boogie hella tough. He dope. Yeah. Who else I listen to? I like Lil Durk. Like that girl, LMA, she hella raw.
Well, and speaking of female collaborations, I know that you, on the radio in the Bay, did kind of like the end half of the freestyle to Sweetie's song, Icy Girl, which I was digging. That was awesome. And shout out to Sweetie. She's coming into SAC actually in a couple of weeks. And I was curious, do you see yourself doing any more collaborations with any of these, like, you know, female artists who are really blowing up right now?
Hell yeah. Shit. Like I said, reaching for the stars. Hell yeah. Should I do something with Sweetie? I feel like I can put some dope shit together for her.
Awesome. Well, you guys better look out for that then, huh?
Yeah. Sure.
I do want to kind of swing a little bit since we started talking about kind of like your upbringing, you know, like how you've been knowing the crew that you run with since you were, you know, young. I know you also have a son, and that you definitely put on for him. You know, show up for him, and you know, your Instagram's so cute with all the pictures of him. So where do you see your legacy taking him? You know, like you said that with your music, you want to reach for the stars, you're doing all this stuff. Where do you see kind of your music leaving a legacy for him?
Well, I really don't want to put no pressure on him to be like me. You know what I'm saying? I want him to find out his own path. If he chooses to do music, you know what I'm saying? I'm all for it, but I really want him to get into sports and just be a kid. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to put no pressure on him to try to be like me. But I for sure want to leave a legacy of, you know what I mean, positivity and growth and just being yourself and knowing that you know what I'm saying, you got that hood upbringing, you come from that, but you can overcome that, you know what I'm saying? Go be friends with the squares. The motherfuckers that's making Snapchats and all this type of shit. Them the people you want to be cool and all that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? You want to be friends with motherfuckers that's doing something. You hang around a bunch of motherfuckers that ain't doing nothing, you gonna do the same thing. Yeah. So I want him to hang with motherfuckers that got, you know what I'm saying, their head all right, not motherfuckers that want to ride around and
exactly. Yeah, like what you're talking about, glorifying that stuff that should not be glorified, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, you know what I mean? When you come from that, you stuck in that, it's different. I respect that. It's some niggas that's really just stuck in that, you know what I'm saying? And they mom and dad ain't doing nothing for them. They don't have no other choice. Now, that type of shit, I understand. But when it's niggas that's just forcing themselves to be like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit boosts you to me. You know what I'm saying?
Well, again, it's like they're
you know,
acting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You just need an Oscar.
Yeah. Well, you know, let's bring it back a little bit to more local. So I know you were in the Bay, now you're in SAC, right? And you know, you're definitely showing up for SAC. You're everywhere doing all these events like you were talking about. You just even roll it by yourself. I know that in your song, Believe It with I Am Sue, he references McKinley. Is that McKinley Park that he's talking about?
No, I said that.
You said that. Okay. Yeah. Is that McKinley Park? Yeah. I was gonna say, because I remember McKinley Park back in high school. It was like going there, getting to way too much ratchet stuff. I probably shouldn't be doing.
Wow.
But yeah, that's like definitely like a landmark, I think, in SAC for like if you're trying to get into some stuff.
Yeah, you know, I'm from the Bay, but like, yeah, I stay in SAC. And I don't know, I just like the weather and shit out here. The people is cool. So yeah, I've been out here. But I always came to SAC. Even when I didn't live out here, I always fucked with SAC. You know, they fuck with me. They show love out here, you know what I'm saying? So I just be going where the love at.
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying, now people be thinking like I'm from SAC. Nah, I'm not from SAC. This shit is indebted in me. You know what I mean? Yeah. Can't go nowhere. But, you know, I'm a real Frisco nigga, but, you know, that's my second home. I fuck with SAC. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I was one of them artists that was bridging the new Bay and new SAC gap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was the first nigga from the Bay, besides Jay Stalin, really rapping on June on the beats. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? June beats. You know what I'm saying? I was the first nigga to put June on the radio. You know what I'm saying? In his own city where I've been at. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I set that new tone for that connection. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is.
If you could perform anywhere in the world, where would you want to perform? Besides California, because we know the West Coast is the best coast.
Probably like Brazil or something.
Oh, that'd be sick. Yeah. Just like, yeah, exactly. That's the first and foremost, you know. Then it's like by the beach with some drinks, you know.
Exactly. And Hawaii too. I like Hawaii hella much.
Okay. Now, I know that you don't necessarily have a favorite song off your new album, but what would you say is a song that really kind of like fully encompasses like what you're about, or something that you really want your fans to listen to so that they can get to know you better?
I'll just do my top 5 favorites.
Okay.
Day One's Only.
Okay.
Pure True Vibes.
Okay.
Believe It. Face. And I would say I'm Serious, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say Face and probably I'm Serious are probably my 2 favorites. I just like the beats on it. I like the vibes and the lyrics and all that. I think it's really cool. Now, when you're moving forward with all this new music you're putting out, do you think that your style is going to stay pretty much the same, or it's going to change, like, obviously, as you grow as an artist?
My style always changes. Like, if you listen to the project, I don't sound the same on no beat. Every song I sound different. Okay. Which is just, you know, with repetition and just being able to catch the beat and actually ride the beat. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what I bring to the game. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a diverse artist within my own self. You know what I'm saying? I know how to change up my voice and do different shit, and yeah, I feel like I'm dope in that area.
And now you definitely are on the come up, and you keep going in the sense of you putting in this work. All this stuff is coming out of it in the sense of like, you know, you're putting in hard work and it's positive and people are giving you a positive reaction. I'm curious though, because every artist has that one moment that really stands out to them of like one that really changed their life, or maybe not even changed their life, but was a pivotal moment that made them say like, hey, I want to go this direction with my music, or I really want to reach out and collab with this person. Do you have a story about maybe what that moment was like for you?
I had a few moments where I could say like, it started with my little cousin Cedric Gemini, he blew up. So I was, you know, around that. And Sue and HBK and they blew up. I was around that, and then we made this song called Panoramic. Yeah. And it started being huge. It was like the biggest dance song of whatever year. I forgot what year that shit came out, like 2014 or something like that. It was the biggest dance song in that time, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't my song. I was just featured. So, you know what I'm saying? I got the love I had from it, but you know what I'm saying? But that was like my big, okay, Mark, okay, I did that. Then I came what I've been at. Then that became a huge West Coast success, you know what I'm saying? And then I came with How We Rock. Then I was like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's coming with it, you know what I'm saying? Then I dropped the Glow Up, and then it's like, okay, this nigga hard, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to keep going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not satisfied with nothing. I feel like I look up to 2 Chainz and like DJ Khaled, people who was in the game for a long time and didn't get their recognition for a while. You know what I'm saying? And I see that me being that. You know what I mean? Because I've been in the game for a while, and you know, sometimes it's longer. Sometimes you get that, you know what I mean? You can have that fast Soulja Boy type of success, or you can have that, you know what I mean, that longevity, Drake success.
Again, I mean, it's kind of like you are getting to understand that there is like a behind the scenes stuff that like, your name's not like labeled right on the front, but those hours that you're putting in, like build that relationship with those people who then are going to put you like front and center.
Exactly.
I don't like to ask people if they have any regrets, because I just feel like you should always just live life to the fullest and things happen the way that they're going to happen and chips fall where they may. But do you have any maybe like words of advice for opportunities that maybe you had passed on at the moment that you would want to highlight for other artists to not pass up, or words of wisdom from like just some past experiences?
Yeah,
that
you just really got to understand that it's a business, and it's not like it's not a friendly business, you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of fake shit that goes on. So but you can't let that get to you. It's a game of opportunity, you know what I'm saying? And people go off of what's hot. That's what it is, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get that many favorites when you don't have a hot record, or you're not super buzzing, or you don't have a crazy huge fan base, you know what I'm saying? When people don't feel like they can benefit off of you, they're not gonna do that much for you. So just keep working till you get to that point. And you know what I'm saying? Because I used to get mad. I used to get mad at DJs, like, oh, you're not playing my song. Ooh.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Maybe my song wasn't hot enough yet.
Yeah.
But at the same time, with DJs too, I feel like you guys can actually get music, you know what I mean, popping. It doesn't have to organically happen with the fans all the time. You know what I'm saying? You guys can actually, you know what I mean, push for hot shit. Whatever you believe in, people gonna believe in it because you playing it. Yeah. So you feel me? You know what I mean? Sometimes it takes songs longer to catch on. See, that's why they have the radio. If you trip, the radio plays the same 15 songs every day.
Over and over again.
What that does is when you out somewhere and you in the club, oh damn, you know, you heard that song so many times, you know that song. When you go to a concert, you know that song. You've heard it so many times. So that's the same thing with music. People have to hear the song over and over again for them to understand, you know what I mean? For them to know the song. So that's what it takes.
Well, I definitely like what you're speaking to in the sense of like collaboration. Like really like artists in this business, like it is one of those businesses that can be dirty because everyone's kind of ultimately like trying to climb to the top of the ladder. But it's like, what is it? Like the road's more fun when you carpool, you know, like if everyone kind of like gets together and supports one another, it's like we can all kind of have our, 15 minutes of fame or, that light that shines on us. And
it's just like, you never know. Like, you know what I'm saying? That same motherfucker that you be overlooking might be 10 times bigger than you next year.
Yep.
So it's just a game like that, and that's why you stay humble and you just show love, you know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? You know who to work with, you know who got talent, who don't. And that's what I never done. I never was that nigga to just push people off or overlook motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? I always show love out the gate, you know what I'm saying? I did songs with illTV before he made big time, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I never been that type of dude to just be like a wave rider, you know what I'm saying? I actually genuinely fuck with people, and that's just me. Even with the fans, like I always talk back to them, I always reply as much as I can.
Yeah. When Amina Labs is asking me for a lighter, I asked if you light up if you're gonna smoke one. So, and you said you don't smoke, right?
Yeah. Nah, I'm not. I used to be super stonerish, but I slowed down on it when I had my son, and I hit the blunt every once in a while, but I ain't gonna front that I'm just stoner ganged out. I ain't on that wave no more. I drink a little bit of Hennessy every once in a while. I like to get crossfaded sometimes. If I'm in a club and I'm off a few shots, I might hit the weed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm in the studio creating, feel me? Shit, niggas always trying to pass me the weed. I might hit it or something. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't living or dying for weed. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't go without it. Yeah, for sure. Well, and I see that you're decked out in Pink Dolphin. So, like, what would be your favorite clothing line or, like, Pink your favorite Pink Dolphin for sure. Okay. Sure. So, you guys, sponsorship, right? This family.
This family. Oh, okay.
I've been rocking Pink Dolphin for years. Cena, Nick Maples, you know what I'm saying? That's family. Like, Nick Maples, he's, like, one of the people under the owners, like he's one of the top guys over there. He got me my first job ever in life. My only job ever in life at Zoomies. And he just always been into the clothing shit, you know what I'm saying? And they just always show love, like it's real love, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, fuck a pink dolphin. And it's like, even if I wasn't sponsored and getting the clothes, you know what I'm saying? I would buy it, you know what I'm saying? Like, because like, even when I go into certain stores, you know what I'm saying? Certain items that they make stand out more than anything.
Yeah.
So I would buy it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
well, I
if I
mean,
seen this in the store regularly, like I would buy it.
Yeah.
Period. So they're just dope as fuck. I feel like they just stay creating dope shit and they keep coming.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? That's another.
Well, just like their name, they're definitely a unique clothing store, and they always have like those like really random pop-ups and stuff like that, where it just makes it like exclusive. Like you want to get that gear because you never know when it's gonna show up again.
It's for the culture for sure. I feel like they slept on. I feel like they don't get enough appreciation. I feel like they need like 10 times more recognition.
Yeah. Well, hopefully this interview will shoot up their product sales, right?
Yeah.
Well, and then too, like overall, you're just a man of style, right? So while we're on the topic of clothing, what is your favorite shoe line?
Jordans.
Okay.
Jordans, Air Forces.
Okay.
Air Maxes. I like Nike Air Max. Yeah, that's really it.
Is there any brands you don't fuck with? Like Vans or Converse?
I wouldn't say I don't fuck with them. I wouldn't say I don't fuck with them, but if I had to choose, I'm going to put on some J's regardless. I'm going to put on some Nikes. I might put on some Wheat Tims or something.
Now, why you're all like dressed up, right? And I'm sure when you go out to the clubs, you get a lot of attention, because not only are you talented, but you're like all fussed out. So what would you say is your best, I guess, like party story or show story? Either like, oh shit, like that was crazy and shit went down, or like, oh man, like it was so fun, I don't even remember that night. Like what's your probably wildest party story that you could remember? Or hope that you didn't remember?
I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know.
What about?
I think it's being on tour and shit.
Yeah. So, well, what about tour? So, like, is that a whole different lifestyle than just kind of performing local? Like, when you're on tour, you're always up on nights, driving a long time, like doing shows back to back. Like, how is that lifestyle different from just your regular shows like in the Bay or in SAC?
It's definitely different. Just being able to get your brand out there and touching the people that you don't normally touch on an everyday basis, or people that don't get to see you all the time. Yeah. Of course, that's dope as fuck. Even being able to say I've been on a tour, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So. Well, I really appreciate you, Sherry, for being on Fame by the Flame and letting us into your life a little bit, giving us some insight into, your life in the music scene. Sure. I did also want to shout out Amina Labs. Jay, you're awesome. Thanks so much. Thanks, that's my guy. Yeah. My brother. And again, fans, I'm Noelle at Noelle's Notions, and this is Fame by the Flame with Show Banga. Let's get it. Go out right now. Make sure you go grab it.